Hi, this is Winnie with Next Level Board Games, and it's almost Halloween, so we're going to unbox Nemesis, a game by Adam Kwapinski and published by Awaken Realms. So this is a very big box. It apparently takes a little while to play. It says, I think, 1 to 2 hours, which usually means 3 to 4 for us, but that's just because we play slow. But I love the idea of this. When I saw this box, it made me think of the movie Alien, and so I'm very excited to see what's inside. So let's see what's in the box. A little bit awkward to maneuver here. All right. So I love the dark artwork on here, first of all. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but the game doesn't quite close. I suspect maybe once we pull everything apart, it will. But I did notice that when I picked it up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So instructions. I think this game probably has a lot of things to it and is a little bit more complex than some other games, but when I looked at the rating for it, it didn't sound like it was necessarily really hard, just that there's a lot going on. So a lot of that, the manual, if you notice, a lot of dark, which is the theme. I like that. Here's some room sheets. I think there's 2 of these. Yeah. So looks like they're the same, but for maybe both sides of your table, right? All your players, both sides of the table. Okay. Then, oh yeah, see, this is exactly what I was thinking of when I popped some of these things out. I bet there's a place for all of them. So let me come back to these. I think this is a double-sided board. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to make some room here. So let's see here. So this is the ship, main board, which is a ship. Okay, so here's one side. And I think it's double-sided. I'm not exactly sure why you play one side over the other. This is one. And then here's the other. Oh, interesting. So it's very different looking. This is almost like the underbelly of the ship. Cool. Okay, so I don't know which... I have no idea which side of these you start on, but maybe you start up here, like on the main floor? I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of similar looking, so I think these are the same. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so but that's what that looks like, the main board. Then there are a bunch of tiles. Let's see here. So these are kind of the same shape as like Robinson Crusoe and some other games that have these little shapes here. So these pop out really easily. So these, room tiles. Okay, so they're room tiles. So let me grab a couple more of these. Oh, that makes sense. Like this one right here says surgery and emergency room. Okay. So these are some of the room tiles. And there's, it says room 1 and room 2 tiles, which I think matches this, which says basic rooms 1, and there's a list, and additional rooms 2. So they're going to be broken out into different types of rooms. So, like surgery is here, right here. Luckily these are alphabetical. That makes that easy. Laboratory also here. Okay, so these are all basic rooms, or the one version of the rooms. And we got a few more of these. And actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's 11. That was only 9. So there's definitely more. Okay. And engine control room. Okay, so these are some of the rooms that are considered additional rooms, or number 2 rooms. Okay. And these pop out really easy, as you can see. They're nice and thick. So they're going to be sturdy, I believe. So there's those. Then... let's see, we got, oh, some of the character cards. So like, there's a captain, there's a mechanic. I'm not gonna pull all these tokens out yet. These are some of the intruder tokens that go in a bag. And then they're at different stages of development. So here's mechanic, captain, pilot, scientist, and each of these are gonna have different skill sets. So you're gonna be playing slightly asymmetrical characters. And actually one person is going to be playing against you. So it's a co-op game, but not completely. Here are some of the escape pods right here. And let's see here. I think I remember seeing this. Depressurization token. So this is the depressurization token. And these are the intruder carcass tokens. Ew. These are the exploration tokens. Okay, that's why they look different than I expected. So, whoops. So you can see how easily these are going to pop out. So these are some of the tokens that are going to get set up in the room. So as you're exploring, which is one of the most important aspects of this game, kind of like lobotomy, you aren't getting anywhere unless you do a bunch of exploring. These are going to be flipped upside down and you're not going to know what they are. But then when you find them, they may be something good. They may not be. So those are some examples of things that you'll find that are going to trigger other things for you. And then, let's see here. We got some engine tokens here. So we have working and damaged. So there's several sets. This looks like a van almost. That's so funny. So working and damaged. The green ones obviously are working. Damaged is red. So there's three sets of those. Then we have the intruder board. So it's going to track some of the intruder stuff. Oh, and as you see right here, here's the symbols. So I was talking earlier about these tokens that represented different stages of the intruders. This is part of that. So this is considered an adult, that's considered a breeder, and then there's other ones, but they just aren't on this sheet here. Here's some of the eggs. And then this is some of the tokens that represent like damage or ammunition. There's singles, but if you started to run out, you could use these ones that stand for 5. Oh, I thought I might have a 5 on the back, but it just shows the 5. Okay, then these are a couple of corpse tokens, red and only one blue. I'm not really sure why there's only one blue, but I guess we'll find out. Then, something to put together. Okay, I don't know how that works. I'm going to set that aside. I will need instructions to be able to figure that out. Door tokens. Okay, so these are door tokens. So I'm going to guess maybe these go out upon setup. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to guess if you have door tokens, then you probably have to figure a way to get the door open. So it's probably just another obstacle that you have to work to get around. So there's 12 of those. Oh, and the first player token, which is, okay, if you get it turned up the right way, it's like a cat in a spacesuit. Okay, that's hilarious. Hopefully you can see that. That makes me laugh. Okay. So here's all the different character cards. Yeah, I should have 6. I have 6. And then the 1 intruder board. And there's a lot more to this game. Here's a scanner. This reminds me of like the game Password. So I don't know. Oh yeah. So there's a tiny little, that's an opening right there. So I'm going to guess there's cards that go in here that we can't read unless we get it inside the scanner. Awesome. Okay, that's cool. It's kind of a fun little thing. Oh, that's all. Okay, so here's the bag I was talking about that some of these tokens, I believe these go in here and they get randomly picked out to go into the rooms. Hopefully that's right. Let's see here. This is actually a perfect fit. So let's see if we can get that out. Oops. We go like this. Oh, look at this. When we get done. Oh, that one's totally square. Those have notched edges. But these will fit here. And I bet you this one fits too. Perfection. I love it. Okay. So that's easy to use. Intuitive. I like that. All right. Here is some of the alien tokens. Let's see. These might be... These could be the characters. Looks like maybe. There's 6 characters. Probably going to be them, I'm guessing. If I look back over here, I could probably find out. Oh yeah, because look. How cool is that? There's a picture of your character, standee, there. So, like this right here. Flat. Yay! Okay, so those are those. Okay, cool. Then, so these I believe are, oh wow, those are super detailed. So I think these are like the full-sized breeder. Oh, no, these are breeders. Right? No. These are adult intruders. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, these are the adult intruders. A lot of detail. Look at the spiny tails. That is really cool. Okay. Then we've got these ones that look partly like a spider to me. These are called creepers. And they are pretty creepy, which makes me happy for Halloween. These look, you know, super dangerous if you were coming up on it. Pass. And then, what's this? Oh, our last character. Our regular characters that we can play. These are malfunctioning markers. So they're sort of kind of like a broken sprocket. You can see that one part is slightly broken. So that's to represent that. Oops. I noticed there's lots of little like, boink, these will fit. All these things outside of the bags are going to fit in here perfectly. These are station markers. And they're just kind of like little little round pieces, like little glass pieces, but I think they're probably plastic. But, and then they have like a domed top, so you can use those. I'm not exactly sure how those work, but we'll find out. And then these are the ammunition / damage markers I was talking about earlier. And there was somewhere that I put tokens that showed a 5 on them. Anyway, those relate to these here. So these are just like the same cubes you've seen in a million other games. Oh, there we go. Same size, same color. You've seen these a million times if you've played games before. I'm probably sticking these in the wrong spot, but for now they're going to be what it is. So these are the base color stands for our characters, I believe. And I think these are going to be easy to match up. Like if I look at the top, let me just take this out. The top card over here which says Scout, her background is purple. So I would assume I would use the purple base with her. And that's going to make it easier to identify who I'm playing and to everyone else as well, what they're playing. So like here's the soldier. He's got this kind of light orange color. That's going to match like that. So that's kind of cool for the character standees. Then we've got our attack dice and our noise dice. So apparently as you go around the ship trying to find things, these are going to be your attack dice. They have all different kinds of symbols on them. I'm not sure, oops, what those mean, but I can say that those are the intruders, and that's probably not going to be good. Those, maybe it is, I don't know. And then, so as you go around, when you make noise, I believe you have to roll these noise dice, which are like a D10. So, I'm not exactly sure. There's already a 3 on here, but then there's basically like a, you just got messed up by something icon, and then also an X. So, one of those is probably going to be really bad, and one of those is probably going to be maybe you block something. So, I guess we'll find out. There's that. Oh, here's the fire tokens that I thought that I had run into earlier. So here we go. These are super cool. Look how bright those are. And let me try to get some of these turned up. There's actually like a literal cutout of a little flame inside the flame. Really cool. It's just kind of a silly little thing, but I like it. And then these, I think these are like the baby's larvae. Okay. So these are basically the intruder larvae. These are pretty small. They still have some detail. They still look kind of menacing. I'm not really going to want to mess with one. Then, let's see, some little standy things. I don't know where those are going to get used, but somewhere. Then, what's this? Oh, noise tokens. Noise markers. So I think after you roll the noise dice and you've made noise, you have to mark that you made, that there was noise made, I guess. I'm going to assume noise is going to bring more things to you, and the things it brings to you are not going to be things you're going to like. They're going to be bad things. So that's those. I notice there are a lot of those. So I suspect that's going to be not necessarily the hardest game to learn, but hard to win. If I get these out of here, I'm probably never going to get them back in right. I wonder if these are plastic card holders. Inventories. Huh. So it says that there are plastic card holders for like inventories. So, oh, there's numbers on the back. Look at that. So I don't know why there are numbers on the back or here. Nor do I know exactly what these hold. But maybe as you collect cards, maybe you stick them in here so you don't have to hold them or have them be either hidden or face down and you constantly have to look at them. It's easy to forget what's on your cards and remember to use all the benefits after you get playing and after you get going. It can be, especially a new game, it can be easy to 2 turns later go, oh, I had a card for that. That happens to us all the time. Okay, so there's everything that's in that piece. And then last but not least is a whole lot of cards and some more monsters. Let's see if I can, you know what? I have an idea. Hang on. Ah! Okay, that did not come out easily at all, but that's okay. All right, so here are more. Oh, those are even bigger. Huh. Oh, wait, that one's smaller. Okay, maybe those 2 are different. So hold on here. Same. Okay. Oops, we don't need that. So there are 4 like this of the adults. Oh, I see. There are 8, but they're different. Okay. They're actually different. Oh, yeah, because these are... That's different, too. Okay. So these are... They're the same, like, level of intruder. These are considered adult. So there's the 2 that look smaller, and then here's 2 that look bigger, but again, are actually slightly different. Hopefully you can see kind of the detail. They look a lot the same, but they're just a little bit different. So there are those. And then, woof. By the way, they're kind of pokey if you run your arms into them. This just happened to me like 3 times in a row. Then there are 2 breeders. I think that's what these guys are. Let me see if I can put them in my hand, see if it's easier. So these guys are the same, and they're considered breeders. And then, last but not least, the biggest baddie of them all, the queen. So this is what she looks like. If you get a look at like her mouth, it's pretty intimidating. So that's what she looks like. She's all pretty sturdy. And I'm not kidding when I say they're slightly pokey. So be careful. Okay, now we have tons of cards. I think there's, when I looked at the thing, broke it down into like, I don't even know. I think like 12 different types of cards. It's going to be a lot. I probably won't get them wrong. But I'll just show you what some of the cards look like so you get an idea. So these actually say intruder attack. That makes that easy. How many are these? Ooh, lots. Okay. These are really nice. Really soft and pretty. Okay, so these are like cards where intruders are going to attack. They have different numbers and different context on the bottom of what's going to happen. But intruder attack is probably always going to be bad for us, the players. Then we've got serious wounds. That doesn't sound good at all. So the back of the card, I should have shown the back of the cards. Let me show the other one really quick. There's just a lot of detail, even in the backs of the cards. So, just really pretty. So then the back of this one, the serious wound, that looks like something tore it up. And then if I look at the cards, again, it's gonna, so arm and leg, body, so lots of different types of damage that can occur. Then we've got event cards. Okay, all the rest of these are event cards. So this looks like, oof, looks like some dark stuff already happened. And that one. Then there's going to be all kinds of different stuff. Egg protection, yikes. Noise in corridors, that's not going to be good. So you can see lots of monster stuff in here. But should be fun. I also noticed some icons for the intruders here, like different levels. So that's probably going to be bad. All right. What else? All right. So let's see here. Character draft. Oh, and pass. So there's different ones here. Okay. So here's the cards for when you're picking which player you're going to be. Then pass cards? Huh. Wait a minute. Player phase. Oh. Well, these are... Okay, so these are sort of like, I guess these are the random draw for what player you are and what's going on. And it actually has like a little like player phase, etc. Okay. Intruder player action. Interesting. Okay, so all kinds of cards here. So I don't know if this is, maybe this is the player that's the bad guy. I'm not exactly sure. Then solo co-op. Okay, I'm just gonna set those aside. Then some objective cards. So these are gonna be, I think you get, oh yeah, they're both the same. Interesting, the back looks the same, but the front's like completely different. So I think you get 2 types of objectives at the beginning of each game that you're trying to meet. We have some action cards. Did I mention there are a lot of cards? I think I did. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, this whole entire deck is action cards. Okay, so basically like 2 decks of cards, all action cards. So I'm only going to show you a couple of these because there are tons. Oh, that's the same. Okay, so those are the action cards. Then we have some smaller cards. So let's see here. We got some items. And the other one, coordinates. Okay. Oh, interesting. So item cards, some have green backs and some have yellow. I don't know when you would use these. I don't know why they're different, but they, oh, one looks like tools and maybe one's like medic type stuff. Oh yeah, this is like food and clothes and bandages, and this one is like energy charge, chemicals, fire extinguisher. Okay, so that makes sense. So this deck is with the little tool. The little wrench is going to be more like tools, and this one's going to be like, you know, taking care of your person. That's kind of neat that it's broken out. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's these intruder weakness cards. Not sure how these work. Oops. But there are several of these as well. And then last set of cards. I know, it's been a long haul to get here. Okay, so then we have coordinates cards. Let's see here. Not too many, looks like. Okay, not very many. Ooh, more items. So coordinates cards. Interesting. Huh. I do not know how these get used, but I guess it's based on like where you're trying to go, maybe? So there's those. And then, oh, more item cards. Like several different types. Okay. So this one's going to be like an armory or weaponry, I'm going to guess, based on bullets on the front. So, yep, 6-shooter, maneuvering system, security key, yeah, energy charge, drone recon. Okay, so yeah, these are all going to be more like fighting type tools, or items, I should say. Then last but not least, crafted items. And these, oh, antidotes. Taser, flamethrower. Okay, so these are, I'm going to guess, things that you have you have created, hence the crafted item. And that is everything. So that's a lot to digest. There's a couple sets of room tiles. There's a 2-sided board, a whole bunch of intruders at varying states of development. Our character players, which, as you can see, compared to the queen, small difference. So, I suspect this is not supposed to be the hardest game to learn, but I think it's going to be hard to win. And one of the things I read was that you're not trying to necessarily kill the bad guys, the intruders. You're just trying to get away. You're trying to survive. So it's survival mode. There's tons of different item cards, action cards, event cards, objective cards, and player boards. Some sort of like secret items that we get to read in here, and dice for making noise, and a whole bunch of other stuff I didn't even pop out. So that's basically everything that's in Nemesis. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.